Hello, hello, my beloved Wiccan gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do it yourself, spiritual awakening for divine in the flesh. Now with replays on IGTV at ckity.kiss, where together we learn how to surf and navigate the ups and downs of the totality of human experience, creating a new earth beyond the limitations of this perception managed reality matrix of five senses, having discovered our true divine creative natures in our true sensual sensorial universe of seven senses, composing formless into form outside of the matrix in the true quantum field creation field universe. Before we get started, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all setting so that when I upload videos, YouTube will let you know. I generally upload Tuesdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern. My name is Maria West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to download, upload, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest selves, your bestest and brightest light, and inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider and wider still. Hi babies, hi love bugs, my honey bunnies. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty episode 228. I thank you all so much for your fantastic, epic, awesome feedback regarding our last couple of videos on the unconscious toxic profiles of the masculine and feminine, so that we can all be warned and get the F out of the lower relationship realms and move into the heart-based new humanity. You know, that fourth level consciousness, yes, of love, truth, and beauty. I was a bit concerned that I was going to get a lot of folks all but hurt and offended. However, you were all open, supportive, willing to receive the information, and have a good boisterous laugh, okay? Because you know me, I'm gonna make fun of shit because a lot of this stuff, it gets too serious. So bravo. And in the spirit of transparency, once again, I've indulged in and put up with quite a number of these feminine, masculine, unconscious, toxic archetypes for a time, or at least tried some of them on for size. Okay, so in today's video, I out, in plain English, the 11 red flags, my loves, that clearly let you know you are with the wrong person, man or woman, and you need to break it off with them as soon as possible, and at the very least, embark upon doing the great work to learn to love yourself first and be fantastic in your own company before you start looking for the one. Okay, now these are sketchy behaviors that are absolute deal breakers, my darlings. Yet, most of these are given passes because most of you, women and men, all genders, are terrified of being alone and are willing to settle for unbelievable bullshit, low vibe, low quality relationships with low vibe, low quality, high drama people. Okay, can you stop it, please? Okay, moving on. Here are the 11 red flags. Red flag number 1, self-blame, also known as taking responsibility for another's shitty behavior under the false pretense and guise that you should be able to control folks or make their lives better by letting them know that they need to act a certain way. And if you can do it, you are to blame. No. And if you don't understand this, let me elaborate. And this is hard, kids, because we don't have a training manual for this, and we watch a lot of dramas in Matrix TV that adulates fucked up drama behavior, okay? So as a grown-up, listen up. You are only responsible for your actions and non-actions unless, of course, you've partnered with a child, an infantilized child adult, in which case I call you out for your dumb choice in partners, which leads us to red flag number 2. you are catching yourself reparenting your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband and wife, and playing mommy or daddy or both. Stop it. Stop it now. I've done this. Okay? Red flag number 3. You are catching yourself without blaming yourself, justifying their shitty behavior. Okay, so here's an example. Oh, her first husband abandoned her and she stresses out when I got to leave the house to go to work. So she freaks out and has to text me, call me constantly, like 30 times a day. It's okay. It's kind of obnoxious. I might get fired. It's not a big deal. Hello, nurse. Okay. Oh, and here's another one. Oh, yeah. When he's had a really rough week, he disappears for the entire weekend, but always comes home like Monday evening with pizza and a beautiful bouquet of roses every time. True story, my friends. The hickeys on his neck notwithstanding, and most definitely disrespectful. Okay, my babies, my waking gods and goddesses, stop making excuses for shitty relationship behaviors. Get rid of these losers. Okay, red flag number 4. Controlling behavior. Now, this red flag usually exposes your significant other in a complete 180 from their usual. So this is down the line after, of course, you've bonded and gotten to know each other. Maybe you're married all of a sudden, or maybe you just moved in together. One of the prime examples is being suddenly told what you can wear and what you cannot wear. Now, mind you, you're probably wearing the same clothes you wore when you first met them and got together, and now your mate is telling you otherwise. You're like, you look like a slut, or you look fat, or whatever. Okay, you start feeling scrutinized, watched, stalked. Okay, this controlling behavior spills into your every moment whereabouts, demands that you check in by phone or text, plus cray-cray reprimands for not picking up their call or returning a text, fucking ASAP, and then the mandates of where to go, where not to go, who you can see, who you can be friends with, who you can't be friends with, seeing your family, what to eat, what not to eat. Gods, the list goes on and on and on. Toxic. Let them go. Red flag number 5, over the top jealousy, insecurity that gets projected onto you. Oh my God. Okay, this one can be really scary and creepy. Like, it's kind of psycho, kooky, and usually, my friends, there is an underlying unknown deal breaker issue lurking about that you will eventually find out, because the perpetrators of this behavior are primarily guilty of whatever the fuck they are accusing you of, or they're hiding a major mental issue or drug addiction, alcoholism, which was the case for me, the drug addiction. Okay, so here's my experience with an ex, and this is totally embarrassing. Now, the first red flag I got, and at this point, we'd been together for nearly 2 years. Bliss, 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 babies. I couldn't imagine at the time life without him. Now, when this thing went down, we had had dinner at a very crowded restaurant, having a good time. I had to use the ladies' room, so I excused myself. And because the restaurant was very crowded, there was a massive line for the ladies' room. Okay, it was Friday night. So I was away from the table for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. Now, upon my return, my guy's demeanor was changed entirely. I barely recognized him. Okay, I was getting the stink eye. I felt this projection of this abject hatred from him, which hurt my heart, like literally, and I almost fell over from the impact of it. And the man seated behind our table actually caught me and helped me get into my seat, all the while my beloved like looking and getting more and more and more and more upset. And this made things much worse. So my boyfriend starts screaming at me, "Why didn't you go fuck him again?" Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I was incredulous. I had no idea what he was tripping out. Why? Why was he tripping out? I didn't know. And his behavior turned way tweaker bizarro. He got up and he fucking dumped the entire contents of our table, our dinners, into my lap. He called me a fucking whore and other expletives, loudly accusing me at the top of his lungs of fucking the man behind me who just helped me while I was in the ladies' room. I'm like, wait, what? Jesus. Anyways, that restaurant was immediately silenced and he left me there. I was so embarrassed and stunned. I'd never experienced anything that kooky before in my life, and I never did again. Once again, the guy behind us comes to my rescue. He's just shocked, as is the entire restaurant. "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then he lets me know that he had seen my guy snorting a bunch of white powder with a bunch of bikers in the parking lot earlier that evening. I hadn't arrived for our dinner date yet. So long story short, this red flag of this crazy jealousy led me to some very excruciating hard lessons dealing with a bona fide drug addict whose addiction was secret and then started escalating and got more out of control. I was in my mid-30s. The jealousy, insecurity, and projections were constant. I was never so terrified of someone. And in the end, it was 2 years after this event, after 2 rounds of rehab on my dime, I actually ended up, because he scared the shit out of me, a loaded Glock in his face, and demanded under no uncertain terms that he get the fuck out of my life. Moving on. Red flag number 6, incompatible life, vision, and values. Now, I have mentioned these before in other videos, and I cannot stress enough its absolute necessity and importance that you are fucking clear on having matching values and worldviews and a life vision with your beloved, or you will suffer the unnecessary consequences and heartbreak guaranteed to arise, along with all the precious time wasted that cannot ever be retrieved if the both of you are not aligned. Okay, so one of the most common examples I hear constantly is that one partner, and this is at the very beginning, wants to eventually be married and expresses this early on. The other partner wants nothing, nada, to do with marriage. Yet, these two, they ignore their respective incongruent end goals and proceed with bonding and coupling sexually. And, you know, that's an incredible, delicious turn on. And once you get there, it's hard to stop. Both committing relationship fraud, and years later, utter heartbreak, disappointment, and time wasted. Okay? Make sure, my loves, that you and your beloved are a match in your respective life's visions and values. Okay, red flag number 7 is the emotionally abusive asshole. This is the one who puts you down, criticizes you, can't give you the time of day, is into name calling and insults, ices you out by withholding affection or ghosting you for days, even though they're in the house with you, with the silent treatment, okay? Or ghosting you by abandoning you and disappearing without a word because they're saying they need their space. I want to be alone and take a break from you for some mysterious transgression that they're not going to tell you about, or constantly threatening to leave if you don't, whatever, on and on and on, leaving you feeling battered, doubting your sanity, doubting your worth, gaslighting you constantly. They are masters at manipulation, and they will twist your words, your feelings, your life into weapons to break you. Get away from these fucking losers, okay? Often they are cheaters and disloyal, leading to red flag number 8. The liars, the dishonesty. Okay, now this one is self-explanatory, but I'm dipping in. I despise liars. You liars, okay? You're fucking pussies. There, I said it. You're scumbags, okay? Honesty is the best policy, even if you're going to gut someone and break their heart, okay? White lies, withholding information, or lying by omission, fuck you, fuck off. I say this because you give a pass. If you give a pass to your partner for white lying to you for something inconsequential or by omission that breaks an agreement, okay? We all know about agreements, right? You want to break them, change them, you need to directly communicate. You don't go out and unilaterally do shit behind someone's back, okay? And when this happens and you find out, I assure you, my loves, you are not going to feel very confident about your partner's loyalty and fidelity. You will feel betrayed, even if you pretend you're not. And you will never trust them again, ever. Okay? There will always be a question in the back of your mind. And your heart will be defended and closed off until you work that shit out for yourself. Now, could you imagine them being honest with you and coming clean about something of great consequence or something tricky after they fucked up and white lied on something inconsequential over and over again? I can't do it. So please spare yourself the drama. Clean it up already. Get rid of them. Red flag number 9, the commitment phobe, okay? They who will never commit to you or ever be clear on what they want in a relationship, let alone with you, say bye-bye to being just a booty call, friends with benefits, okay? Don't be taken for granted. Red flag number 10, okay? Listen up. The red flag or the red flags you willfully ignore, which will eventually bite you on the ass hard, okay? I can't answer that one for you, okay? I can't tell you what they are, but here are some of the things I've heard folks willfully ignore. Religious, spiritual differences, beliefs. The really awful, incompatible lover, either brutish, selfish, non-functional, frigid, too bland, too boring, too kinky, not enough, way too much, no chemistry, same boring position. I love this. Quiet, lazy man sex in the dark. My God. Wow. Yikes. Like, why though? Why? But it's better than being alone. Or so I'm told. Oh, dudes. Okay, can we eye roll? Fuck. You guys have to learn how to be by yourselves, okay? Now, the other thing too, here's more of the list. The addict, gambling, drugs, porn, drugs including prescription meds, alcohol, sugar, shopping, poor health habits, significant health issues, mental illness, poor codependent relationship, friendships, and family relations, no boundaries, etc. Get brave, kids. Throw in the towel. And finally, red flag number 11. The red flag you keep missing and know nothing about. So I want you to get your journal and ponder that one. Okay, my honey bunnies, that is my speech. I hope this is helpful to those of you out there looking for your beloved so that you can, swipe left on those who are not a match for you. Let me know how it goes for you kids, okay? Or if you come up with your own red flags, let us all know in the comments box below. Share your badass wise self. We will continue to unpack and get more intimate with the new relationship template of the heart-based new humanity residing outside of the matrix in the true quantum field creation field universe. Please help me grow my channel by giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment in the comments box below or in private. I'm holding back a lot of comments these days. Wow, those keywords, they actually work. Please share this video with your communities, friends, family members, and on social media platforms you feel would benefit from this content. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, selecting the all settings so that the YouTube will let you know when I upload next. And if you find value, enjoy, or benefit from my content and videos, won't you please consider supporting my work through a donation? My PayPal link is below, as is my coffee.com link //bikini kiss, so that you can buy me a proverbial cup of coffee if that works for you. My contact information is also below in my link tree and hooks you up with all my stuff and the many different ways you can connect with me, work with me, and support my work, support yourself. I thank you all so much for hanging out with me, with your participation and focused attention. I really do appreciate it. I cannot do this work without you, and I do this for you. Until next time, my dear hearts, always act from love outside of the matrix, from your center screen, composing a new reality, quantum jumping, up leveling all your lifelines. That's right. Let's go higher and higher, higher and higher and higher, so that we can all be the love that we are. We can share our love, create, make art, make music, make love, and you can all help me repopulate the true quantum field creation field universe. Here's to love, truth, and beauty, my beautiful waking gods and goddesses. Mwah!